Hi friends, it's Claudia here, and what an honor and privilege and blessing it is to be in this co-creation and collaboration with you. Now, I just want to speak to this moment in time where there always seems to be so much going on all the time, and that overload, that overwhelm can eventually build up and block our systems. Those systems that, we open so we can speak to source and divine energy, so we can be in that state of divinity, of connection, of receptivity, and of receivership. So with the arc, the design of today's practice, we're gonna really work on opening the physical, this physical landscape, this skin, this vessel, as this gateway to opening the emotional, the spiritual, the energetical within. So with that, let's come to lie ourselves down, and what I'm going to ask is that you grab something like a block or a brick or a pillow, a cushion, a bolster, whatever floats your boat, just something that has a little bit of height so we can elevate the torso. And you can just place that to whichever dimension suits and supports. And then we'll come to lie down. So release the spine. And you can place it to the middle region of the back, kind of a little below the shoulder girdle. You just kind of give yourself a little bit of a shift and a shuffle here. Let yourself kind of drop into a state of comfort. And then it might even feel nice to place the soles of the feet together so the knees can just wash open to the sides. And if that starts to feel intense, you can just send the heels further away from the groin. Let's have you reach your arms out wide. Palms upwards. In this state of opening, a signal to the offering that you are here. Now, open. Ready to receive. Now receive your breath. Take a full breath in through your nose. And then part the lips and usher that breath out. Let's do that 2 more rounds. Big, sweeping inhale. Fully embodied exhale. One more. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Now, as you allow that breath of yours to welcome yourself here in a deeper, more profound way today, allow for all of your faculties of mind and awareness to bend inward towards yourself. And as your mind starts to journey through introspection, let's give ourselves a moment of reflection. So you can reflect upon all of those spaces and places that you have already been to today. All of those transactions that you've entered. All of that energy that we spend on our phone. The energy that we pour into other people. The energy spent in our home life. The energy spent and invested in our work life. Those meetings that we've been in and those emails that we're always on. And listen, if any of those situations or experiences has just made you leave your body, then invite the breath back in. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do that again. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now as you play with and get to know yourself on more of a intimate, loving, kind way today, you're going to allow for those inner whispers of your heart to turn into a voice. That voice is going to offer you the messaging of, I am here. I am open. I am ready to receive. I am here. I am open. I am ready to receive. And now you can repeat that mantra to yourself. And as you repeat those words, allow them to become more powerful, more potent in your internal world, so it starts to drown out any other thoughts or any other distractions. And as you repeat that statement, follow the sound current all the way into the cavern of your heart, and then really feel your heart be massaged by your lungs as you take a final big breath here in this shape. So inhale. Exhale with some sound. Close your mouth. Breathe in and out from the nose. And then go in and start to roll yourself off to one side. Just release whatever you've got underneath you. And then please just start to give yourself a good old stretch out of the stillness that you're in. These movements can be a little more unconventional, intuitive, organic, instinctive. Just take the reins for a few moments. A little twist, a little roll, a shift, a scuffle. And then once those luxurious, delicious movements have had a chance to really just do that magic, let's start to have everyone bring their knees in. Place the hands behind the knees, behind the thighs. Give them a little squeeze. And then we'll use this connection, this collection to rock and roll the back. So you'll move forwards and backwards. You're going to pick up enough momentum. You're going to give yourself enough encouragement to eventually roll over your feet. So cross them. Give yourself a shift forwards, step the knees backwards, and then let's just come into all fours. Once you're in all fours, we're going to push the hips towards the heels. Child's pose. So your knees can come a little wider. Your arms are going to reach forwards. Drop the forehead downwards. Now we're going to work through a variation of cat-cow, and it's going to be a little different today. So as you breathe in, I want you to round your back all the way forwards. Pull your chin in towards your chest. Squeeze your glute muscles and spread through your scapula. Now pause here as you empty your lungs. Can you increase your shape by 10%? You're locking out your navel. Bring your brain into your glute muscles as you firm and fire them. And keep the tailbone tucking under towards the crown of the head. So you're pulling the crown of the head towards the tailbone. That's it. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, start to drop the belly. We'll maneuver ourselves into a cow back. So now imagine that you've got a nut, an egg in between your shoulders. You're going to try to crack that nut in. So by design, the sternum starts to lift. You're spreading your collarbones, your breastplate. Find a little bit of flare through the hips. We'll take one more breath in here. Now as you breathe out, just shimmy your hips all the way back to your heels. Reach your arms forwards and drop the head down as if you're bowing. All right, let's just circulate between those transitions and shapes. So as you breathe in, you round your back forwards. And then as you breathe out, you find that cow back. And then you send your hips towards your heels. Don't overthink it. Let it be medicinal. A few more cycles in your own time, as we really start to begin this process of unhooking, of unburdening, of unpacking anything that feels sticky, heavy, yucky, shitty. Let's release it. Releasing it so we can create space for innovation, for exploration, for creation. All right, last cycle, and then eventually we're going to come into all fours position. Release all of that. We'll target the hips and the spinal columns from here. So let's have you, I'll just reposition actually. I'm probably going to have my butt in your face. You're just going to reach the right leg out to the right. All right, now push through the knife edge of that right foot. Take a bend into this right knee joint, and then let's introduce some rotations here. Yeah, that's it. So almost like you've got a cloth and you're just wiping it around that femur bone. That's where you can warm everything up with tenderness. All right, so if you start to feel into any of those spaces that feel a little tense, can you approach it with ease, with softness, with grace? Now let's keep that spacious breath in. Slow breath out. Yogi, that right leg is going to stay exactly where it is. We're going to add in a bind and a twist. So extend the left arm up, pull the hand up like an arrow, breathe in. As you breathe out, thread the left arm under the right arm as if there is an anchor on that left shoulder. Melt it down to the ground. Soften through the left temple. Release any tension, any tightness, any gripping in the inner seam of your left jaw. And then everyone lift the right arm up and wrap the right arm around the back. And just allow that hand to grab for whatever feels accessible. Your top, your hip, your quad. And then re-establish the connection to your hip bone. So drop the right hip bone down, lift the left hip up slightly, and then facilitate more twist from your trunk, your torso. Breathe in. Breathe out. Amazing. Let's start to pitter-patter the hands back under the shoulders. Once the hands come down, you're simply just going to lift the right foot up and step it over the left leg. So after that moment of contraction and compression through the navel, we're going to find extension. So extend the right arm up, lift through the right outer hip, stretch through the sides of the right body. Big inhale, arm like a lightning bolt. Exhale, but sustain your shape. All right, bend the right knee, pick up the right foot. Gracefully step the right foot forwards. We're going to meet in a low lunge. Lift up your arms, hook your thumbs together, let the hips nuzzle down, lift up your chest, find a slight arch here. You're going to feel this action of the rib cage coming up out of the pelvis as you soften through the cervical. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now connect the hands to the ground, pick up the right foot and step the right knee back in line with the left. And then we're just going to mirror and marry the sides. So extend the left leg out, bend the knee and rotate. That's it. What could use a little bit more space? All right, left leg is exactly as it was in that extension, so keep it out and then reach the right arm up. Breathe. Thread the right arm under the left and breathe out. Pull that right shoulder down to the ground as the left arm comes up and wraps around. Turn and churn from your navel, the solar plexus, that center of you. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, hands are going to come back under the shoulders from here. Lift up your left foot, place it over the right leg. Push down through the right shin, lift through the left fingertips. Big inhale as you stretch into your fullness, your openness, your wholeness. Sustain it as you breathe out. Now you're going to bend the left knee, pick up the left foot. Slowly, we step the foot to the top of the mat. It's a low lunge awaiting you. Hook those thumbs again. Melt into your hips. Caramelize your spine backwards, but find some ferocity through your fingers. Breathing in. Breathing out. All right, hands to ground. Pick up the right knee, so curl the right toes under. Listen, or look, we're going to meet in down dog from here. So just step the left foot to meet the right, lift up your hips, spread through your fingertips, plug through your toes. Take a little bend into your knees so your chest can drive towards the thighs. And then find a slow breath in. So sip on it. And then let it ooze, let it pour out. All right, start to take your gaze forwards. You're going to pitter-patter the feet forward. So conscious with every step. Feet are going to come to the top of the mat. And then you're going to bring your feet as wide as your hands, or even a little wider. You're going to turn your toes out, bend into your knees, and lower your hips down. Ooh, yeah, Malasana. All right, we're going to work through these asymmetric holds. It's going to be a challenge, but we're going to breathe into the challenge together. I'm right there with you. Extend your arms up like an antenna. You're going to download some information. Hook your thumbs, my love. Start to push through your heels. Take this slow. You're going to lift up. Feeling fibers of the thighs switch on. Feeling the rib cage spread. And then once you come to stand, find a slight arch, an arc through the back line. Breathe in, look towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, imagine there's a barrel in front of you and you're gonna round dive over that barrel. So your chin is gonna come in and you'll feel the upper back round, the mid back round, the lower back round. And then once those hands can't reach any further down, you're going to bend into your knees. You'll lower your hips, lift your chest, reach your arms up, as if someone's got some string on those fingertips and they're pulling you up. So let's do that with the breath. Push through the heels, breathe, start to elevate and rise. As you breathe out, you're coming to stand. Inhale, slight back bend, drive the pelvis forwards. Exhale, round. Feel every muscle of the movement. Inhale, bending the knees, lowering the hips. Exhale, Malasana. All right, here we go. Maybe you close the eyes, breathe in, lifting. Breathe out, arriving. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, bending. Exhale, landing. Few more cycles in your own time, and every time you journey through this, can you create even more space? So you're steamrolling your body out, and let the movements have this velveteen quality. So it feels silky. That's it, last round, and then eventually you're gonna come all the way to stand, but you're gonna release your arms down by the sides with the palms facing forwards as a signal to this offering. Here, now, open, ready to receive. Please receive your breath. Sweeping inhale through the nose. Full exhale from the mouth. Close the mouth. Re-anchor that breath through the nose. From the nose, exhale. All right, my love, let's have some fun. A little bit of playtime through Sun Salutation A. Here we go. We're going to move in flow. You're going to reach your arms back out and up as you breathe in. Fold forwards and down. If you want to stick with this theme of rounding, then please do, if it serves and stimulates your spinal columns. From forward fold, though, this time we'll move into halfway lift. So transition the weight forwards into the ball of the feet so you feel and fire up some more hamstring action. And then we'll take ourselves from here into a high plank position. So transition well with strength, and then feel that strength throughout your physicality right now. Heels pushing back, crown of the head forward, belly is engaged. So to shift yourself slightly forwards, and then let's have you drop the knees, the chest, the chin, all the way to the ground. Elbows stay wrapped in by the rib cage, and then you push and press through the backs of the feet and your pubic bone, and you lift up your chest cavity. Ping your heart in between your biceps, and then draw the shoulder blades down. There's this ascending quality through the neck and the crown of the head. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. So curl the toes under. Consciously, actively press your fingertips forwards. Bend your knees and then send your hips back. Now find your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, let's follow the breath. Look forwards. Inhale. Step right foot and then left foot. Top of the mat. Exhale. Halfway, the breath filters through the spine. And then fold. You come all the way up as you inhale. So you're rising, lifting, expanding. And then as you exhale, dive round, fold forwards. Just let it be intentional. Run that intentionality through your circuitry. Halfway lift, breathe in. High plank position, breathe out. You're pushing the ground away from you as you land. You shift forwards, knees, chest, chin. Open up the chest as you inhale. So you lean into your strength with some softness. Exhale, down dog. We've got one more round. Let's keep things in motion. Look forwards, inhale. Left foot and then right foot forwards. Come into the left side of the brain. Halfway with some vigor. Fold with buoyancy. Rise all the way up with energy. And then fold down in your own special way with your own personality. That's it, all the way through. Halfway lift. High plank position. Lower, knees, chest, chin. Breathe, lift the chin and the chest. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Nicely done. Take a slow inhale. And then just wash that breath throughout your physical landscape. All right, let's start to move into this mandala flow. Now, everything is definitely going to feel more warmed up and alive and awake. So let's start to light that right leg back behind you. Sweep it on back. Now just imagine that I'm at home with you right now, and I'm going to press my hand into your right foot. So simultaneously, you drive that right heel back into my hand and feel that turn on your hamstring some more. Now from here, you're going to pull the right knee in towards the nose. Nose towards your right knee. Heel towards the glute. You compress the belly, and then you're going to step the right foot in between the thumbs. Find some dominance through the right foot, so stomp through it and then lift up your arms. We're going to come back to hooking the thumbs. So extend your arms up, and hook those thumbs together so we can get the scapula more involved. Now we're going to start to transition the weight forwards. Left knee is going to come into your chest. It's one-legged Tadasana. Now knit the fabric of your left hip bone in and up. So you're isolating that left knee as you draw the knee into the chest. See if you can lift and lengthen a little higher through the sides of the body. One more breath in. Breathe out. Now listen, this left foot is going to come behind the right leg. It's a curtsy lunge. Bend your right knee a lot. Drop the left foot down. You can either be on the ball of the foot or the back of it, whatever feels most stabilizing for you. And then arc yourself over to the right. Now I want you to indulge in the stretch through the left side. Take a breath in. Breathe out. All right, re-energize the right thigh. Left knee is going to come back in and up. One-legged Tadasana. Breathe. As you breathe out, you're going to float the left foot all the way back. So you'll have this moment of warrior three. And I want you to play in that polarity of not only strength, but ease and fluidity. Now drop the foot. High lunge. Open your chest here. More of a back bend. Breathe in. As you breathe out, your arms are going to go wide and down. So you're clearing the space that is around your skin. Start to frame the right foot. Press the hands down, and then reach the right leg back behind you. You're in a three-legged dog. Now let's get the hamstring and groin involved. Right leg is going to go wide, out to the right. Feel your obliques turn onto. And then the foot eventually drops to the outside of the right wrist. Once the foot has arrived, you've now got all of this space to transition into a Skandasana position to the back of the mat. Yeah. So turn all 10 toes out. Flare through the right toes. So magnetize the toes in towards the shin. And notice if your chest is folding forwards, can you allow your upper body to be more proud? So tap into the potency, to your power, to your presence here. One more breath. Breathe out. Now all the way into high plank to the back of your mat. From high plank, you can simply lower to your knees, or if you want a little more here, we lower high plank to low plank, full chaturanga. Shoulders in line with elbows, elbows in line with heels. Back bend of your choice now, cobra, or maybe you're inviting upward facing dog. Keep squeezing the glutes and rolling the shoulders back. Breathe out, downward facing dog. When we face the back, we move with the breath all the way to the front. Let's give it some goodness, my friends. Here we go in flow. Extend the right leg back as you inhale. Sweep the right foot forwards as you exhale. Lift up your arms. We're going to move ourselves straight into one-legged Tadasana. So push through the right foot, left knee into the chest. Keep the thumbs hooked. As you breathe out, curtsy lunge. Left foot behind the right leg. Arc and pull yourself over to the right. Yeah, that's it. Inhale back into one-legged Tadasana. Exhale through Warrior 3 into a high lunge. Gracefully. Open up the chest. Breathe in. Exhale, hands go wide and down. Breathe out. You're doing amazing. Push the hands down, three-legged dog. Now sweep that right foot out to the right. Step the foot to the outside of the wrist. Skandasana, top of your mat. Take a breath in. How low can you go with the hips? As you breathe out, high plank. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Back bend. Downward facing dog. Ooh. Straight into that left set. Left leg goes back. So we'll take our time with this first section and segment. So when we float, the body understands where to go. Now, flare through the toes again. So driving through that heel, feel the activation. And then allow the left knee to scoop in towards the chest. Heel towards the glute, shoulders protract, and then the foot comes forwards. Good. Once the foot lands, we're going to begin to lift up the arms. Take your time here. So move yourself past the screen. Reach your arms up. Hook those thumbs. Let it be specific. Weight is going to move forwards into that left foot. And the right knee now comes in towards the chest. Now let's pay attention to the small details. Pick up all 5 toes of the left foot. Spread them. Reconnect them to the ground. Push through the left heel so you feel that energy rebound up through you, keeping you long and strong. And then notice that right thigh. Can it nuzzle closer in towards your chest? Can you point or flex? Do something with the right foot, but switch and turn it on. And then really lift up for one more breath in. Breathe out. Amazing focus. Curtsy lunge. Right leg goes around the left leg. You bend a lot into your left knee. And then we start to reach the fingertips over to the left. Ooh, feel the rib cage, the right rib cage. Find even more space. Then take a spacious breath in through that right lung. Breathe out. Back into one-legged Tadasana from here. So use your abdominal wall. We've all got abs. Lock it out. This is going to help with the stability. The right knee comes in first as you breathe in. Warrior 3 into a high lunge. Breathing out. Let this have a visceral sensation, a visceral quality to it. Like you're moving through honey. Open up your chest. Oh, this should feel sweet. Breathe in, a back bend. Now as you breathe out, your arms go wide. Oh, a little bit of release and relief for the shoulders. I know you feel it. Hands to ground. Press those hands of yours into the mat so the left leg can sweep back. Three-legged dog. Now that left leg's going to go out wide to the left. Maneuver and manipulate energy up and down the hamstring. Slowly does it. Slow is so much more stronger. Once the foot comes to the outside of the wrist, you spiralize yourself to Skandasana to the back of the mat. Right toes go out, hips go down, chest comes up. Now enjoy this beautiful autonomous action that as you breathe in, you find more elevation through the chest. And as you breathe out, you feel this descending quality through the hips. So Malasana is very similar, Skandasana is very similar to Malasana, how we started. So you should be able to kind of sit a little more steady, a little more deeper into this round. Breathe in, breathe out. You're going to take yourself into a high plank position facing the back of the mat. Let's continue this process of unhooking, unpacking, lower yourself down. I like to see vinyasa as an opportunity to do just that. It's like you're kind of clearing your palate, cleaning your slate. Breathe in, open your chest. As you breathe out, downward facing dog. When we face the back, we just follow the breath to the front of the mat. Here we go. Left leg back as you inhale. Left foot forwards, exhale. Lift up your arms, hook your thumbs straight into one-legged Tadasana. Breathe. As you breathe out, it's a curtsy lunge. Focus the mind, the body will follow. One-legged Tadasana as you inhale. As you exhale, Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3 into high lunge. Back bend slightly, breathe in. Arms wide and down, breathe out. Clear that energy field, hands push. Left leg goes back. Left leg wide outside of the left wrist. Stay with the breath, even if I don't cue it. Inhale, Skandasana, front of the mat. Let it feel colorful as you breathe out, high plank to the front. You lower on that same exhalation. Urdhva Mukha, breathe in. Downward facing dog. Adha Mukha, breathe out. And then please just drop to the knees. Bring them wide. Push your hips to your heels. Reach your arms forwards. Forehead to ground. Turn your palms to the sky. Come back to that offering. Here. Now. Open. Ready to receive. Here. Now. Open. Ready to receive. Now receive your breath. Let it sweep, let it clear, let it cleanse. Breathe in through your internal landscape. Breathe out. All right, yogi. We're going to spice things up. Second round, and we add some on and some in. So turn those hands back around. Lift yourself into down dog. In between these rounds, these sides, we take a sun salutation just so we can harmonize and synergize back together. So bend your knees, look forwards, breathe in. Spring yourself forwards as you breathe out. Halfway, inhale. Fold and exhale. Inhale, come into stand. Rounding, rippling all the way back down to ground. Halfway. High plank. Lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Right leg back. Right foot forwards. Lift up your arms straight into one-legged Tadasana. Good. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, curtsy. Pause. This is opportunity 1. You can always stay and stick with the first option. Level 2. You're going to reach your arms out like a T. We're going to bend deeper into the right knee, and you're going to pick up the left foot using the right hand. It's a pistol squat variation. Now you find the counterbalance, so keep reaching the left heel, driving through the left fingertips, and then slide the left knee behind the right heel. There we go. Chest is moving forwards. We're going to hold it for 3. Full body engagement. Last 2. On 1. Lift yourself all the way back up. One-legged Tadasana. Arms are up. Hook the thumbs. Breathe in. As you breathe out through Warrior 3, drop the toes, lift the arms. Inhale. Like nothing ever even happened, right? As you exhale, arms go down. Foot is framed, so the right leg can go back into three-legged dog. Listen well. Pull the right heel towards your glute. Look under your right armpit. You're in external rotation. This is variation 1. Pick the place that's going to potentize you. If you want to flip your dog, move and maneuver yourself into wild thing, then the right foot softly drops behind you. You feel this recruitment of the back of your body. Let it push in towards your pelvis as your pelvis projects upwards. And then drop your head down. Now take any tension out of the wrist as you drive through the fingers. Come even lighter on the right foot. A little bit more power through the left foot. Now listen, just half a breath here. As you breathe out, the right foot is going to lift up without dropping your right hand. You're going to step your right foot to the top of the mat, where that hand used to be. Once the foot lands, Skandasana, gracefully all the way to the back. I love that transition. Take a breath in here. Now, after that big expansion, we're going to find a moment of restoration. So as you exhale, turn to the back. Let's approach lizard lunge. Drop the right knee. So you're on the ball of the right foot, and you're just going to step the left foot out. Hands can be on the ground. You might want to toggle with dropping a forearm or dropping both. For me, this is one of those positions that just feels juicy. So you find that place where you can really juice every second, squeeze all of the medicine, microdose on it. Now we're adding a dosage of oxygen, oxygenate and aerate, breathe. Breathe out. And just like that, it's over. High plank. Lower. Lift up. Downward facing dog. Same as the first round, you just follow the breath to the front. Enjoy. Extend the right leg back as you breathe in. As you breathe out, step the right foot forwards. Lift up your arms. One-legged Tadasana. Curtsy lunge. One-legged Tadasana. High lunge. Arms down. Three-legged dog. Foot to the outside of the wrist. Skandasana. And then finish yourself off through Chaturanga. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. From down dog, take a big breath in. Release something, let it go. Let's do one more of those because it feels so good. Inhale. Exhale. My sweet love, we are here already, this final round. Please, let it be transactional, so whatever you need to put in, you will get out. Extend the left leg back. Left foot forwards. We only add a little bit on for this first bit, this first round and cycle. So swim your arms up and hook the thumbs. One-legged. Curtsy. Pause. Option 1. Option 2, arms out to a T. Bend the front knee. You pick up the right foot with the left hand. Yeah, that might take a moment to process. Keep reaching through the right hand. Bend your left knee a lot so your right heel, your right knee can slide down behind the Achilles tendon. Let the hips go deeper down. Engage through your belly. Hold in for 3, 2, on 1. Pull up, lift up, hook the thumbs. Breathe in. Right foot goes back as you breathe out. You either do this like there's a weight attached to you, or you do it like it's part of the dance. Inhale. Breath is your partner. Exhale, arms widen down. Three-legged dog is awaiting you. Now, what is on the other side of this shape? Bend the knee. Open the hip. Maybe you take yourself all the way into your wild thing. You're very light on that left foot, so tent up onto the ball or even onto the tippy toe. Continue to really elevate through the front line. I even like to use this left hand to like lift myself up and out. And then notice if you're tightening or clenching around your jaw or your head or scalp. Lean into it with tenderness. One more tender breath in. As we breathe out, left foot steps to the top of the mat where that left hand used to be, and you don't drop the left hand. I'm watching. Once the foot lands, Skandasana. Woo-hoo. Now from Skandasana, we're going to maneuver ourselves into lizard lunge. Take it deep, right foot out to the right, left knee down. Shuffle it a few inches back, and then you can just teeter between dropping the forearms. Really lean into yourself, so you lean into your end points and end ranges, to your boundaries, and then feel the full boundary of your breath. Inhale, inflating. Exhale, nourishing. Let's do one more of those. Breathe in. Breathe out. High plank position. Lower. Up dog. Downward facing dog. All the way to the front. Extend the left leg back. Foot forward. One-legged Tadasana. You're moving in flow now, a moving meditation. Curtsy lunge. One-legged. Take it as slow or as fast as you need. Don't need to wait for me. High lunge. Find your rhythm, tempo. Three-legged dog. Eventually, Skandasana to the front. All the way to the finish line. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Linger through the process. Child's pose. Hips back, arms forward, forehead to earth, palms to ceiling in the offering. In the clearing, the opening. Allowing things to just move through and out your systems. So you have more space. More space to receive. Now receive your breath. Like a love note, you breathe in well. Breathe out deep. Now we'll continue this process of dismantling any debris from the physicality, but we'll do it closer towards the ground now. So we'll meet that fire with some cooling. You're going to turn your hands back around, sliver yourself all the way forwards onto your belly, reach your arms out into a T, look towards the left, bend your left knee and then roll your left foot over the right leg. Tent up onto the left hand and walk the fingertips in towards your breastplate. Now just give yourself a brief sweeping and notice if you're clenching anywhere, just kind of soften down. And now this left hand is going to serve as a dial. So if you want to like dial into the intensity of this shape, then you just push the hand down, rock further into that shoulder. Equally, if you want to take the foot off the gas right now, the weight can drop further forwards into the hand. So you just dial between that until you find that sweet space. Where you can flick and click that self-healing mechanism within the body. Giving your body a good old wiping, a good old reboot. Now re-invite the breath in to any nooks, crannies, crevices that are asking for it. Inhale. Exhale. Come all the way back onto your belly. Reach your arms out into a T. Extend that left leg back. Take your gaze to the right this time. Allow the left shoulder to nuzzle down as you soften through the left temple, and then bend the right knee. Roll the right foot over the left leg. Walk the right hand in towards your chest. Tent up onto the fingertips. And just toggle forwards, backwards. Notice what you notice. Notice your capacity. Feel the entirety of your breath in your entirely. Breathe in. Breathe out. Please come all the way back onto your belly, onto your stomach. This time you're going to sliver the hands under your shoulders. We're going to entertain a twist from here. It's going to feel a little funky moving into it from this position, but just trust me. You're going to shimmy the left knee out to the left. Just pick up your chest and bring the right arm under your body. Don't overthink it, all right? Grab for the left thigh or knee, and then extend the left arm all the way over in the opposite direction to the knee. And what you'll notice is that that left arm and shoulder is probably elevated and hanging about through gravity. See if you can pull the left shoulder down, which is going to mean the left knee lifts up. For me, I find that more supportive, but if it feels better for you to have the knee down and the shoulder up, then do just that. You probably won't be able to find both. And once you've found your version of this twist, let it twist out any little bits of toxicity. And I am not talking about anything that you've been eating or drinking or ingesting. I'm talking about energy. Any of that sticky, heavy, yucky stuff that builds up in our systems. Anything that's been projected, absorbed, unconsciously manifested, then release it. Release what isn't yours, so you return to what is, which is your vitality, purity, totality. Now breathe into those vital organs that are your lungs. Big breath in, full breath out. come onto your belly. We just work into one final side. Hands under the shoulders, right knee out, left arm under the body. Cup hold of the right knee. Reach the right arm all the way over to the right. Right shoulder down or the knee. Your choice, you choose. Final moments to unburden ourselves from ourselves. What have you been holding, congesting, suppressing? Give yourself time and space to release it. So we're not carrying around that bag of bricks all the time. Breathe in. You dissolve on the breath out. Now from here, you're going to allow yourself to become completely undone. So roll onto your back. Shavasana. And then spread yourself out. So this undoing really serves as this unveiling to your opening. Open, receptive, connected. Reconnect to your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. From this state of openness, wholeness, lightness, aliveness, stretch yourself out of the stillness. And then draw the knees in and just drop them over to a fetal position, whichever side serves you most. This fetus represents rebirth. So then, from the rebirth, we reincarnate ourselves up into a seat, a comfortable seated position where you can allow your hands to meet. Anjali Mudra prayer position. And then let's have you bow your chin in as a signal to the offering. And whilst you're here in this state of receiving, I want you to ask your higher self, source, spirit, soul, God, the universe, call it what you will. You ask your higher self, where will you have me go today? What will you have me do? Who will you have me be? And you trust the unknown, you trust the unfolding, you trust that you are always being taken care of, and you let that hold you. Now let yourself be held and seen and heard as you take a final breath here in this container. Big breath in. Release it from the mouth. Bow your chest forwards and allow this final bow to be the symbol of the completion of our time together. Namaste. Oh my gosh, a pleasure and a privilege. I hope that has served you exactly as you needed it to. Be well, be safe, be kind, and I am gonna see you all the time.